Now, for all the French champagne lovers in the US, brace yourselves. A 200% tariff on European wine and spirits could soon leave your glasses empty. US President Trump has threatened heavy tariffs on French champagne and other EU alcoholic beverages after the European Union imposed a 50% tariff on American bourbon. And this move is part of an escalating trade war that started with Trump's earlier 25% tariffs on European steel and aluminium. Now, the impact could be massive. France exported over $4 billion worth of wine and spirits to the US just last year, with the American market accounting for 25 million bottles of champagne. If these tariffs go into effect, if there is a 200% levy on spirits and wines, champagne imports could plummet, driving up prices and leaving shelves emptier across US restaurants, bars and retailers.
For Taitinger, the US accounts for 12% of our volumes, which represents between 600,000 and 800,000 bottles, depending on the year. It is our second largest export market and, more importantly, a key market for our brand image, a historic market for us. As for entry-level cuvées, often non-vintage, which typically sell for 50, 60 or 70 euros, their price would be tripled. That means an entry-level bottle would go from 50 euros to 150 euros.
However, the challenges for the champagne industry go beyond tariffs. Inflation weary consumers have already cut back, leading to a significant drop in exports and an 8% decline in domestic demand. Prices have soared. A bottle that cost 20 euros 15 years ago now sells for 27 euros. Meanwhile, climate change is making matters worse. Extreme weather, from scorching heat to early frost, has reduced harvests and driven up production costs. As a result, many buyers are switching to more affordable alternatives like Italian Prosecco, Spanish Cava and French Cremant, which offer sparkling options at a fraction of the price. The once dominant champagne market is now under serious threat, both at home and abroad. While some analysts believe tariffs on foreign imports could boost local demand and production, US breweries are struggling with rising costs, making it harder for craft beer makers to stay profitable. Tariffs on materials like aluminium and barley have led to supply chain bottlenecks, forcing some businesses to scale back production or raise prices.
Our base malt, which is the base of every recipe of every beer that we make, it's a Pilsner malt, and it's grown in Canada. And we've used this particular strain of Canadian Pilsner malt for 15 years. It's the best quality in the world, and it grows in a very specific climate in Canada, and there's not a suitable substitute in the United States. So that is a big effect that we're going to see with the Canadian tariffs. We bottle a significant portion of our beer, and our bottle caps are made in Mexico. And so that obviously is a very important part of our packaging as well, and that will fall under the Mexican tariffs.
If the tariff goes into effect, the $107 billion US wine market could see major disruptions. Imported wines and spirits account for 30% of total volume and 35% of revenue, and French and Italian wines make up the bulk of that. Experts warn that tariffs could hurt smaller US wine distributors and restaurants, limit consumer choices, and even drive up prices for domestic wines by reducing competition. France has vowed to fight back, with its trade minister refusing to back down, but Trump insists the tariffs will rebalance trade and boost US production. With tensions rising, champagne producers now face an uncertain future, one that could reshape the industry for years to come.